Hello, welcome. I am RxOliver and these are my friends, and we're playing Savage Worlds. This is the Drowned War, the Carnival of Ink, Session 3. I'm here with some amazing players. I have got next to me the wonderful, the beautiful Heavy Metal Sarah. Next to Sarah we have Adrian from Dungeons and Dyslexia. Next to Adrian we have our captain, Mr. John K. Next to John we have my apprentice producer, Mr. I am Chris Kidd, and next to Chris Kidd in the Harbour Master chair this evening, the one and only of StarCitySavages.net, Dustin Smith.
Thank you.
Take it away,
Thank
Dustin. That was almost
right,
a flawless intro. Almost. I messed it up a wee bit.
Missed it by that much.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Dustin Smith. I'm the owner, operator, and chief bottle washer at Star City Savages. And I know by now someone's wondering how many bottles do they have there? Well, they come in a 6-pack, so at least 12. All right. So we are still in the first adventure, but you guys have made it into the end game almost of the first part. For a Benny, and I will allow the dynamic duo of Hank and Terry if they wanted to do that. But for a Benny, who amongst you wants to recap last session? And it can be anybody.
Don't all rush at once.
I got really drunk last episode, so I can't remember. I blacked out.
Do I need to go and get my notes, do I? I should have had them.
No, so what we did was we went down to an abandoned sort of warehouse station where they were pumping ambrosia and fresh water up to the surface. There was some nasty looking shark type people that were there.
The man-eaters.
The man-eaters, that's the ones.
Man-eaters.
And we had to take them out to be able to set back up the machinery so that they could pump up the ambrosia and the water from there. That's as much as I can remember. Anyway.
No, that's good.
Well,
Captain,
after we...
Go ahead, Sarah. I'm listening.
I was going to say, after we fixed the machine, we ended up with a canister of the soup, the toxin soup.
Oh, good God, yeah.
That somebody
Yes.
drank.
How can you forget that?
And it didn't go well. It didn't go well, but we saved him. Terry.
All right, and you get a Benny too, Zaria, for recapping that. Little bit of information. Terry drank some of the palmente or some of the soup, thinking it was actually soup. In the process, it gave sentience to his coral colony, and they kept trying to get him to fight somebody. So there was that. Had to take a little bit of a
Cracked
dunk.
my glass.
Yeah. Now you got to put Band-Aids on it. Thank goodness you brought a first aid kit.
Thank goodness.
Captain was able to summon his jet ski. Captain, did you name it Flipper or did you name him something else?
Spark, wasn't it?
Spark. Okay.
Fuck.
Captain summoned his jet ski and was able to put him in a whirlpool, and you went back up there, and they were so grateful that you went down into the deep, dark murder hole and came back alive that you guys don't have to worry about supply and demand or any of the levels while you're here. But if you leave, it'll go back. But while you stay here, you don't have to worry about the supply and demand levels. You're kind of folk heroes right now. Which brings us to the adventure. You find yourself on Seasteader side. And last we had, you were talking to Captain Santiago at the captain's quarters. And when you went through the rumor mill, you found that there were 4 refugees. Or actually, no, this is 3 refugees from Flotilla Daedalus, Stanley 7, John 5, and Dave 4. And that they are at the warehouse now cleaning up a bug infestation.
Okay, Dustin, we're
So-
going to do a quick pause there, by the way, a timeout, because I'm having a production problem and I'm going to have to fix it. So,
Uh-oh.
Sure.
bear with me.
Alrighty. So, that being said, what do you want to do? You got the information. You know where the people who match the description that you were looking for are.
There were
Hang
some-
around here.
Looking for these. We have rested since, I take it, and all that sort
Mhm.
of.
these
Yep.
are the
Yeah.
Any
so if
wounds
it's-
you've had have been taken care of.
and
You're
it's guys who are using cranial implants or something. These are the guys. That's the gang we're after, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flotilla Daedalus. Everybody that's native to Flotilla Daedalus has a cranial implant put into their head. It's a piece of cyberware. And the Daedalus AI
Oh, yeah.
uses them to increase its processing power. So effectively, everybody on the Daedalus AI has information beamed into their head, and then when the AI needs to handle a complex problem, it actually uses the citizens of the flotilla to increase its processing power.
Yeah, I wrote down the refugees were called riders. They
Mhm.
basically rent their body out for the
Mm.
remote user. And it was Stanley 7, John 4, and Dave
5.
4.
Yeah. Yeah,
Or 5.
you
Oh,
got
was
it.
it 5? Something
John,
like that.
John 5, I think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
John 5. Okay.
So what'll happen is that a writer is with the cranial implant, someone can take over their body and actually walk around with them as a pilot.
They could use them as like a drone, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's creepy.
Yeah,
Damn.
so I say we go again.
Yeah, okay, Cap. You're the boss.
To the warehouse.
Captain Santiago is going to point you in that direction. He says, "Don't worry, it's just bugs."
Mm-hmm. I'm sure.
All right.
Sure. It was just
Okay.
a little mechanical problem down in the basement,
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Yeah.
You hear, you go in there and all the lights are turned off for some odd reason. You hear strange mechanical noises, people tinkering with stuff. Then there's some whispers.
Is this like a ledge? Are we like that little line right here?
Yeah, that's the
The wall.
Oh,
crap.
So I think we need. I'll just tap Lumi on the shoulder and go and see what's going on.
Oh yeah. I'm up for this. I say. Okay, I can go relatively invisible, can't I? So I'm guessing I'm going to sneak around as quietly as I can and go and take a look.
You can see in the dark also, can't you?
I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Perfect person to go.
He can
See you
climb on
later.
the ceiling.
I can climb up the walls, ceiling, go invisible, be really stealthy, and continually roll double
Yeah,
one.
smart little frog person, aren't you?
I love it.
Hey, less of a frog person. Right. Do you want me to just move myself around?
Yeah, you can do that.
Have we got any way of communicating quietly while I'm away?
Ooh.
No.
Don't think so.
I don't
I
think
could
so.
help you with that. And Terry rips off a bit of his coral and goes to hand it to you.
Ooh.
Oh. Okay, so I can talk into it, yeah?
Whisper at it, yeah.
No. Give me a smarts roll.
I like it.
I like the thought.
Oh, yeah. I'm all over that.
Something in your gut tells you to hand it back to him as soon as possible.
Okay, I think I'll be all right. I can find better ways of communicating.
And wash your hands.
So yeah, and as I churn away, I'll just spit on my hand and then just rub it down.
Yeah, I suggest you do.
Clothes. Okay, right. Let's move on.
I think we've all got double initiatives this then.
Yeah, I know. Everything's double clicking on me.
Oh, it's doing that.
Alright.
How high
It's
up's the
doing
ceiling?
The ceiling is... Alright, hold on a second. Alright, so let's... And then... Hank, Captain, Lumi, Zarya, Terry. Everybody's got one now?
Yes.
It's about 8 feet. Give or take, I would say, unless otherwise stated, it's going to be about 8 feet, like a standard ceiling.
Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Terry and go. Actually, you can help me out here. Just put your hands like this, and I'm gonna step into his hands. If you can lift me up to the ceiling, I'm just gonna basically jump onto the ceiling and do the whole thing from a ceiling walk. So hopefully, I don't walk into something.
There you go.
I will go ahead and tell you that you will be able to make that without any need to roll.
Excellent.
Nice.
Perfect.
So, my one question, right, is if you can walk on a ceiling, what's wrong with the walls?
I can walk on walls as well.
Yeah.
Maybe he just
Why did you just
Hey.
walk up the wall onto the ceiling? Why did you need me?
Yes,
Including
yes.
you in the pie.
I failed my smart roll.
Just,
look-
just
look-
wanted to fucking
Oh.
step on me.
Yeah, you look down at your
Fucking
hands, Terry.
weirdo.
You look down at your hands, it's covered in slime,
So-
like some sort of mucus or something.
I wrongly took the assumption there was no actual walls and we were on a walkway. I don't know why. So-
Hold
Anyway,
up the roof.
I haven't thought that through either. I think we should edit this bit out and move along.
take that part out. It's fine.
I'm
So-
going to walk up the walls. Let's just go back.
So, something with a question mark's got a black joker. Just saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a door then, yeah.
We
Two
can't
doors
even,
here.
we don't.
Yes,
we can't even see what
that's a
he's
door.
doing. It's just secret.
Okay, I want to head towards the area where the sound was coming from, the sort of the clattering and talking.
All right, so I have some bad news for you. Well, actually, no. I think you might be the only one who's okay with this.
This is an emotional roller coaster right now.
It is. Centipede.
You know what?
Centipede.
I really don't. Can you see him?
I can see the dice.
We see the dice.
All right.
Well, we can't see where Lumi's at because we can't see that far.
Yeah, no, we can't see shit. We can see each
Alrighty.
other, and that's it.
Shall we take a little step forward?
You know what? Okay, Lumi. You see. Do you see this guy? And he is freaking out because this thing has crawled up his leg and is trying to bite him.
That's fucking gross.
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna try not to squeal out. That is pretty horrific.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he looks in obvious discomfort. Are there any more of these around?
You don't see them where you're standing now.
Okay. And is he trying to run away, or is he just in mad panic trying to rip it off?
He's in mad panic trying to rip it off. He's trying to prevent the mandibles from stabbing him. You know how like when something bites you, you
Yeah.
don't want it to. That's what he's doing.
Okay. Right, I'm gonna like sneak past over him because I think he's a bit distracted. So this might hopefully be a little bit easier. I just want to try and establish exits, entrances, and all that where we are without opening a door, really.
Mm-hmm.
Have an escape route. That's smart.
So, just keep going down, and then it's right. So, it's just a corridor full of doors, isn't it? Looking at it.
Yeah. You hear some rustling through the doors. I think
Okay.
you've moved more than your regular movement, though. You only have
Sorry.
6.
Sorry.
Oh,
I'll go back there. I was
Behave.
getting carried away. I was just on my own.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I'll leave it
I'm
there.
going on an adventure.
Yep. Alrighty. So let's see. Black Joker means +2.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh no. That sounds bad.
9. Nah. Yeah, that's pretty bad for this guy.
I would like to be in your shoes right now.
No.
Definitely
the-
wouldn't.
These things can't walk up ceilings. They're fine because they haven't got a terry to get a foot up.
They've got
They don't-
50, they've got 50 legs, 100% they can walk up ceilings.
No,
Guarantee they can.
They don't know that walls collect to ceilings, so I'm all right.
Either do, they're smarter than you. Are you just embarrassed because you're less smart than a centipede? Is that what this is?
There's a small chance.
Aye.
It's okay.
Don't get outwitted by
Okay.
a centipede,
Yeah.
guys.
Alright. Let's see here. So that's going to hit him with a raise.
Ha! That was a shit roll.
No, it hit him with a raise, so that's 6. Yeah. You hear a bloody scream. I mean, it's horrible. And then all of a sudden, you just start hearing the sound of some chewing.
Oh.
In silence.
No. I thought those were chewing sounds earlier.
If I was more heroic, I would have made an effort to save him.
You just watched him die instead.
You're just watching the sun roll.
Ah,
You're like, ooh, that sucks. Anyway.
That's unfortunate. Well, now you know what's over there.
Yeah. So, I think
Right, that one was me that spent that Benny. Take it off table. I got the Benny from the Black Joker. All right. Next in line, Terry. Terry, you haven't heard anything because you haven't been
I'm
able
holding
to
on.
talk to Lumi.
I'm holding on to Terry,
Okay.
so the big idiot doesn't do anything stupid, actually. So I'm holding on to his arm like, Terry, don't do anything too stupid yet.
I'll let him loose.
Oh, the captain says let him loose. I'm going to let him loose then. Chaos,
Alright.
chaos it is. The captain has spoken.
I've been gone for 6 seconds. What's wrong with you all?
What's happening over here?
Captain woke up today and chose chaos.
Yeah,
Great.
I like it. I
love
like
it, love it. Well done, captain.
It's like you've taken
So
too long.
Let's introduce a little bit.
She's been away
Let's
6
introduce
seconds
a
and we were
little bit
getting
of
bored.
disorder, huh?
Yeah, she's been away 6 seconds and we're bored.
I know.
So this is a wall directly beside me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Any wall can be a door if you hit it hard enough, though, Chris. You know this.
I was actually going to try that, but then I decided against it. So I'm going to walk along the wall with my hand against it. And then is this a door?
Yep.
So I'm going to place my head against the door, which accidentally opens it because I forget how heavy I am and I immediately fall through.
Mm-hmm. Take a Benny for roleplay.
Yay.
I like it. I like it.
Nice.
I love this game.
That's
And then I think that's about the end of my movement, to be fair, because I've got the stiffness, so I've only got half movement. So I don't think I can go any further.
Alrighty. So effectively, you come in there and you see some food stores. Something's been chewed. There's like this goop. Something's actually been eating into the metal barrels.
Don't eat the goop.
And yeah, don't eat the goop.
Can I like roll something to like you know, like a survival skill or something like that to detect what kind of bites it is? Like if I'm
Common
familiar with
knowledge.
it or something? Common knowledge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I have no fucking idea.
How have you got penalties on your rolls? Fatigue? You shouldn't have fatigue, I don't think.
Yeah. You don't have
I've-
fatigue anymore.
Oh,
Did I
yeah.
not? But was that not from me getting drunk the last time?
Last time, but you guys are okay now. Like you've had some time
Oh.
to sort of get your stuff back together. I'll tell you with a 4 that it's bug bites. You see 2 bites where a bug or an insect of some kind has chewed through.
Glad I deciphered that.
I'll come and tell you. I reckon they're full up. You'll be fine.
hmm
I don't like that food, so you know.
Captain Charisma's turn, no.
Captain Patience, we should call him.
All right.
Captain Foskin Caveman.
Captain, you just saw Terry go out there, and Lumi hasn't reported back yet. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna follow Terry along the wall.
Mhm.
So,
Seems like a fun way to get into some trouble, eh? I'm gonna do the same.
Yeah.
so
Let's stick together.
Definitely.
You see Terry on the floor looking at a bunch of open food crates.
Terry, what have you found?
I wasn't eating them.
It wasn't me.
So
Okay,
it
I wasn't asking.
appears that there seems to be bug bites in this food, but regrettably, from the years of studying animals, I can only tell you that it was a bug. Now that limits it down to 1.5 million
Species.
bugs that it could be. Because, like, you know, when this world, you know, drowned, all of the little sea anemones came up into the real world, and then they became bugs too. And yeah.
Okay, yeah. I totally heard everything you said, and I listened to it all. Bugs, right?
Oh my
Um,
gosh. Bugs.
And I'll just
So bugs.
bugs. I'll move over and just start to come down a little bit next to him. Can I also try to see whether I can notice what kind of bugs they are, if that's...
Give me a common knowledge roll.
Anyway.
Yes.
Centipedes.
Okay.
Centipedes.
I just tap Terry on the shoulder. Do you need a sense?
You have a strong urge to warn him that centipedes are poisonous. They stun their victims with a mild poison before they rip them apart.
I'm immune
shall
to
pass
poison,
that
by
on.
the way, guys.
I think I might also be, by the way, guys. Maybe. I've got a feeling that I might, as being not really a human, I might actually be immune
I
to
thought
that.
you were.
Shh.
I'm confused. No, so I'll tell Terry. These bugs, they're poisonous. They're centipedes, and don't let them bite you. Okay?
Oh, okay. I wonder if they would be poisonous if I ate them.
Yes.
If you what?
So poisonous.
Ate them?
If you eat it and it makes you sick, that's poisonous. So if you bite it and get sick, it's poisonous. If it bites you and you get sick, it's called venomous. That's the difference between the two, actually.
Well, they're venomous in that they will bite you and inflict a poison condition.
I can deal with 2 weeks of this shit. I've had worse.
Yeah, you'll be fine, mate. I can imagine you eating this thing and just having one bad dose of diarrhea and then being all right.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit sweaty and white for a minute, and then you come back stronger.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, so Captain, did you want to do anything else, or are you ready to move on?
Yeah, there's nothing else I can do from here.
All right.
You can go further into the room than I can. I've got stiffness, so I've got limited movement.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've only got 6 pace, and that was 6 blocks that I moved.
Oh,
So,
now you're making me sound like I've scammed everyone. Oh fuck! Right, backpedal. Never mind.
It's
It makes-
okay. We'll shave off some of the shoe leather just for the sake of it.
If it makes you feel better, I'm on half movement when I'm on the ceiling, and I probably went 5 times further than I should have gone.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
So maybe it was a little bit longer that you didn't wait for me. Maybe it was 4 rounds.
Hmm.
Let's go with that.
We'll say that
That's-
you were in the
that's why we
surprise
were
round and
running.
scouting. Okay. Lumi, speaking of you, it's back to you. You are on the ceiling and you hear some noises going around.
Have I noticed that the numpties behind me that are just pressing on into the darkness by themselves?
You have not noticed that, no.
Then I'll carry on with my mission, and I'll just keep walking, crawling up the corridor then.
Give me a notice check.
Okay. Is that in? That's in the skills, isn't it? There you go.
There's a door right here, and there's movement in that room.
Oh, wow, are you that far?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go to the. I guess can I reach the door handle down? Oh, I can. I can crawl down the wall.
Yeah.
Now I've worked that bit out. So I'm gonna crawl down the side of the side of the door to sort of open the handle. Is there any light coming through the doorway?
There is no light coming through the doorway.
Okay, so I'm going to open it very, very quietly and try and open it a little bit to look into the room. I should be able to work out which side the hinges are, can't I? I'm
Yeah.
not completely
Oh,
as my character's not as stupid as me. So, yeah, that's my plan for this round.
All right. This person is on the
Ooh.
inside.
Okay, do they happy, surprised,
Hey-o.
shocked, scared, petrified?
Scared. They don't have any lights, so they don't see you.
Okay, and they can't see in the dark either. Then
They
by
can't see in the
my
dark,
guess.
no.
Ooh,
I just saw this door open.
They heard a door open,
Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay. I'd be
and
scared
they're
too.
very frightened. Did you want to roll anything? Did you want to communicate or make an action of any kind?
I'm gonna stay invisible and quiet for now.
Okay. Hank, your go. What would you like to do?
Let me have a little looky. So Hank's just gonna. Oh, Hank sees another door here. Does this door open if I try the handle?
Yeah, all of them do. None of these doors are locked.
I'm gonna step in here, see what's up in this room.
Ooh.
I think I have a torch
Hold on.
if I want a bit of light.
You do.
I do.
Can you see the light?
I just see the 10-foot circle around me, and that's it.
Alright, let me try and go and change the dynamic lighting. Field of vision center. Alright.
Yeah, I thought we got some flashlights when we went down to the basement.
We did.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot about them. Well done. Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how much it's supposed to illuminate that. Oh, yeah. Definitely not that much.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Ooh,
going to,
looks like just a
I'm gonna
storage
have to
room of
drop
some
you
sort.
down, Hank. Let's drop that from. Let's drop you down dynamic lighting from 10 feet to. Let's say 8. There. Alright, Zarya, let's go to you while Hank's looking around.
So I'm just gonna look around that room, and that's my turn, I guess.
Okay.
Okay.
The reason I was laughing, by the way, Lumi, wasn't because of you talking about not being able to reach the door. It was because as soon as you said about not being able to climb on walls, I started to imagine the entire Spider-Man series. If Spider-Man, for some reason, could not climb walls, but it could only climb on ceilings, and I thought that this was fucking hilarious.
I'm glad
Sorry.
I'm so much amusement.
Oh, that's funny. All right, I'll probably go in here with Hank too, so we can kind of safety in pairs. And
call.
can I just look around, notice, I guess, see if there's anything in here?
Mm-hmm.
We'll check you out. I didn't
It's a
make
great
note.
roll.
I didn't make a notice roll, by the way, should I?
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and make a notice roll.
yeah.
You got all the notice rolls there.
I know.
That's a beauty from Sarah. I just got a good old 4. 4's 4.
Four's good. Yeah, hopefully.
All right. Hank, you just walk in and there's a bunch of empty crates with like shipping manifests and like notes written down. Zarya, you notice that this is weapon ordnance. This is a temple
Ooh.
warehouse and it is full of high-grade military level destructive power.
Okay.
But the crates are empty. You glean that information from like the notes and the manifest and what the crates actually would normally package.
Okay.
All right. Let's
It's from
go
the
here.
temple. They were from the temple, you said?
This is
Sorry.
a temple warehouse. Terry
Okay.
and Captain Cork, the room you're in is for food. Hank, Zarya, the room that you're in is for weapons.
Okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then he trips. Lumi, somebody runs out of that room and runs past you and trips over the body of the person from before.
Excellent. I will do something about it on my turn.
Right. They will be knocked prone as a result.
Like you did something about the guy that died, yeah?
Hush now.
We
hush.
watched.
It's starting to feel like bullying.
Oh, it does. It tends to with this group, mate. You'll get used to it.
All right. Okay. Zarya, you took your turn, right? Because you went
I
in the
did.
room there with Hank? Okay.
I did.
So we are on a new turn order because the centipedes went up at the top. We know what they are now. There's no need for the question mark. And we'll go card by suite. And Hank, you are first. Hank, you hear something outside. You hear some shuffling, and then all of a sudden you hear the sound of a drop, like a body drops outside.
I head outside then. Do I see anything?
I don't. Does your light reach over there?
Oh, no, I do now. Okay, I keep
Yeah.
moving. Oh, shit. Okay.
You see a fellow struggling in a pool of blood,
Yep.
and just next to him you see
I see
this
it.
guy who's been ripped up by one of the centipedes.
I'm going to attack the centipede, this one.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Let's find my weapons.
Which one are you going with?
The bolt spear. How do I roll it? And not roll damage. That's the damage button. Where's the actual roll the button?
Do you want to go fighting or shooting with it?
Well, because I'm close range, I'm going to go fighting.
Mhm.
Oh, so I just roll
Okay,
for I roll for fighting, don't I?
Yep. You take a -2 because these things are small. They're about the size of a cat.
That's a 4
Oh,
then.
they
have
are
a
small. I was gonna say how big they are. They okay.
Yeah.
I got a
They're
4
a
then.
very long cat. They have a parry of 5, so you're going to swing and miss. You're going to hit the body that's being chewed
I'll
on.
spend a penny. And
Okay.
I'll attack again.
It's being chewed on.
That's stealing. I don't know how to spend my penny. This is not working. It says stealing. I'm not trying to steal. Go away. How do I get rid of this? Take
Click
a
on
penny.
yours.
Take a penny. Oh, it's because I was clicking Terry and not me.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was trying to steal Terry's
Oh.
pennies. Sorry, Terry. Right, I'm spending a penny and I'm
Alright.
rolling attack again.
Oh.
That
Crit
hurts.
fail.
All
right. Hank, roll damage.
Shit. Okay, that's not good.
Damage hit the floor.
Oh no, this is going to be damage on myself.
Worse.
But are you immune to poison damage though?
I think so.
Okay, so this guy has a toughness of 4.
Okay.
In the process of trying to attack the centipede, you hit one of the riders who's fallen on the ground by mistake.
Oops.
He is shaken.
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to hit you.
He's kind of panicked now because he has to deal with a vicious centipede and some crazy human.
I'm not. I did not mean to attack you. I was trying to get the centipede, my friend. Anyway,
He's still struggling. He doesn't even know what's happening. He's just trying to get out of it.
that's my
Sorry,
turn. I made an absolute bollocks of that. Somebody else do something better, please.
Okay. I'll come out here. I hear all the tussling going on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I take a crack at it with my whip, my chain?
Yes,
chain whip?
and Hank is engaged it in melee combat, so
Plus
you'll
one
get
from the
plus
gang
1
up.
from the gang up bonus.
Okay, perfect. All right, let me roll
Let's
fighting.
go.
So it's only at -1. Do you want to spend a Benny to go at it again?
I got 6 bennies.
Let's go.
Why not? There you go.
So it's only going to be -1 because of that.
At any
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, -1, so 5 would be 4. It's got a
Oh.
parry of 5. You're
Oh.
going to miss it.
No. Stupid -1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another guy comes out of the room and starts trying to get past all of this confusion.
Do I not get the bonus though on the fighting, or is that just for the damage?
You do get a bonus on the fighting, but it's -2 because they're so small.
Oh,
They're the
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
They're little, so because they're
Harder to hit.
smaller. Yeah. Instead of you only rolled a -1,
gotcha.
because Hank was there instead of a -2. So that
Gotcha,
would have put it at 4 instead of 5.
I gotcha.
Try
Okay.
fire.
Oh, that would have been a good idea.
Do what?
Fire.
Fire.
I should have used my blowtorch.
These humans are breeding like centipedes in here.
All
Millions
right.
of them.
Lumi, you hear the sound of somebody struggling to get out the door, and then they start running down the hallway towards you.
Okay, is that
It
the
is-
person just to the north?
This
Okay.
guy.
All right, I'm going to drop down to the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I can crawl down to the floor now. No, I'm probably near the floor because I'm by the door, and I want to basically try and lead him back to the party. So sort of, can I like run up, sort of grab him on the collar, and sort of move him up?
Do you say
Back to-
anything to him?
Is that Harrison Ford?
Yeah. Well, I'm a stormtrooper. I'm here to rescue you, type thing.
All right. Give me
Yeah.
a persuasion roll to see if you can persuade him out of being panicked.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
trying my best.
4's enough. Looks like you're an acolyte of the temple. This is a temple warehouse. It makes perfect sense that someone like you would be here. He takes you by the hand and says, "Oh, thank goodness you're here. There's centipedes. They're all around us. Like they've got a nest somewhere in here."
Okay, it's right. It's fine. But you don't know where the nest
They
is.
have a nest.
It's somewhere in here. We tried to take it out. They started chewing through the wires and like blew out the power.
Okay. All right, we'll get it done. How many more are there of you in here?
There were 4 of us.
I'm thinking in my head, okay, only 2 more to rescue. I won't tell him that bit yet. Okay.
Well, mate, actually
Alrighty.
3.
So, so
Alrighty.
do I get to move him as well? And any action?
Well, your turn is after the centipedes.
Right. Okay.
And it's their go.
Oh, sorry. It's because you mentioned me. I thought it was my go.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I mentioned you because you see him running past, and I let you have
okay,
the
yeah.
persuasion for
Ah.
free.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm really on idiot test today. I didn't even think to check the turn order.
So here's the bad news about centipedes. They move very fast.
Lots of legs.
They have a pace of 8.
Ooh, that's fast.
1,
Alright.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Hello.
Means when they run, they
I
can move
see
between 9
more.
and 16.
Ooh.
Lumi, as soon as you say that, a bunch of them start coming out of the walls and attacking you.
Shit.
Hank,
Oh no!
another one bursts out of the walls and gets behind you.
Ooh.
Zarya, one of them burrows through the wall and gets you. And one of them goes through the wall to try and get one of the riders. So, Lumi, you have 1, 2, 3 on you.
Excellent.
So that's going to be a gang up bonus of +2.
Don't kill Adrian's squishy little character when he's on his own.
I know.
Uh-oh.
It's fine.
They don't get a wild die because they're extras. What's your parry?
Not a lot.
What is it?
5.
They miss you.
Yeah.
Oh,
All of a sudden,
man.
this thing's just break through the wall and start clipping at you, but you're able to dodge and weave because you're the only one in here that can really see them. Okay, Hank, you're fighting too, so it's going to get a +1 on you.
A +1 that's mother. Me and Chris. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Oh, fuck
An
off.
11.
Go away with all these dice. No, it doesn't have the wild dice.
It doesn't have the wild die. All right, so here's the deal. Hank, it got an 11 on you. And
Yowza.
Zarya, it got a 4 on you. So, Hank, what's
Okay.
your parry?
17.
17. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not.
Like,
All right.
oh,
No, it is. I think it's 6. No, my parry is 8.
Parry is 8.
Yep.
All right, so it's going to hit you.
Bastard.
oh no.
6.
For 6.
Yeah, because it doesn't get that bonus damage.
Because it doesn't get the poison, eh?
It doesn't get the poison, no.
Haha.
See, that's
Yep.
that's handy
This
right
thing
now.
bites into your arm and just sort of wiggles there, and all of a sudden, like, some kind of green sizzling fluid bubbles up under your skin. You're able to push it back down and spray it back out through the creature's fangs.
Nice. Very nice.
Excellent.
Okay,
It's
this
very
guy.
graphic.
hmm
Mm.
Zarya, I'm guessing that it doesn't get you.
My parry is a 5.
Okay,
So I think it does.
and no, because you didn't have the gang up bonus on you.
Oh,
so it was 4.
yay. Okay.
Mhm. All right, now let's see what happens to this regular person. 4. All right, these guys, their parry is not so good because they are not fighters. It's gonna hit him.
Sorry, when I took 6 damage, should I be taking a wound there? Should I be taking
What'd
a
you say?
wound when I got 6 damage?
Oh yeah.
What's your toughness? Is it 5?
Toughness is 6.
You're just shaking.
Okay.
Ooh.
You're not wounded.
Okay.
Alrighty. So let's look at the rider's toughness. Really quick. All right, toughness of 5. Okay. So this guy's shaking.
Oh. These guys are going to be all dead in a minute.
And then you'd lose all of your leads.
I know.
Oh, no, we got to save at least one of them guys.
At least one.
Yep. Lumi, you are surrounded by these things. What would you like to do?
It's a pity I'm not good at fighting, but I am very good at jumping and running away.
It'd be terrible if you just left that guy there.
It would, wouldn't it? They're quite small, though, these things, aren't they? They're the size of cats.
Mm-hmm.
I think I
Long
can
cats.
grab him and drag him with me, and I'm going to do a full movement as fast as I can, running towards the shining light, which is the rest of the party, and try and get past them.
All right, so I will let you grab him and take him with you.
Okay.
He's not going to resist. However, you are going to be attacked by these things as you run past them.
Okay. Gonna rely on my natural dodginess.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're like really pretty swift and all of that,
Dodgy.
right? And
Yeah.
well, yeah, I was gonna say dodgy, but in a good way.
Make
Yeah.
sure you make it artful, right?
I could theoretically run up the wall and then just drag him by his head. No,
So then he would take all the attacks instead of you.
Yeah, no, I'm a hero. What could go wrong?
What could
You got
possibly go
this.
wrong?
You got this.
Yeah,
We believe in you.
yeah. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So I can get to. I got 6, so I can get to a hereish, can't I? Really?
Yep.
Okay, try not to trip over the dead body. Don't know how that happens. I didn't see it.
Oh man, terrible, terrible. Okay, so you
It
pass
was like
by
that when
one.
I got here.
All right, so we're gonna do like before. They're gonna take a single attack with +2,
Okay.
and then you pass by one of them, so they're gonna get an attack with no bonus. What's your parry?
5.
All right, so they're gonna hit you with a bite.
All right. Chill out with the damage.
Calm down,
All right.
everybody.
What's your toughness?
Not a lot. 4.
All right. I need you to make a vigor roll at -2.
Oh dear.
2.
-2. When you, yep.
Yeah.
All of a sudden your muscles start to seize up,
Shit.
and
Oh, no.
oh gosh, you're not able to move quite as well. Go ahead and put 1 level of fatigue on your character.
Shit.
Seemed like a good idea at the time.
It was a good idea. In fact, because you didn't use your target as a meat shield or hostage, go ahead and take a Benny for heroics.
Foolish.
Like use
the
him
meat
to
shield.
block
have a
away.
have a Benny for
Meat
having some
shield.
human decency and not being a murder
Right,
hobo.
right.
All right. So yeah. And then there was the one you passed by, does not get a bonus. Let's see about that one.
Oh,
We are at
another
the
one?
human decency stage. Yeah, that one will miss you.
Whew.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Captain, you see Lumi coming down the hall, dragging one of the riders in tow.
Going shit. Like
Well,
that.
Actually, you don't see him because you
I was
and
going to say.
Yeah,
And
they're
the
still in
other
the
Yeah.
one
room.
down there.
but you do hear a lot of commotion outside. People are
Okay.
tripping and falling. People are screaming.
So I'll come out. I'll see the gang being attacked by some little centipedes. And then I will use my cutlass.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Captain Cutlass.
All right.
Captain Cutlass. Ah, you got 4 though.
All right, but it's -2, so
Oh,
that would be
shit.
2,
Yeah.
and you need to hit 5.
I'm going to use a Benny.
Drop it like it's hot,
Alrighty.
Captain. Come on.
And then let's try again.
That's
There
better.
we go. Oh,
Whoa,
Oh, yeah.
look at those.
Ah, very nice.
Very nice.
Captain.
Very nice.
Go ahead and roll me
Good
some
job, Ben.
damage.
Captain Dependable.
So these things have a toughness of 3, and you just hit them for 10. Go ahead and tell me what happens with your cutlass.
Ooh, yeah.
So as I take it, I'll give it a nice little flourish, spin it
Mhm.
around a little bit, and then just bring it down and just try and cut the head off.
Alrighty.
If I take the head, it'll just die.
It just pops right off. This thing is done. Wriggles around, violently shaking, and then all of a sudden, just sort of like the body tries to move backwards but can't control itself without the head. And it dies. Terry, what would you like to do?
I would like, well, one question.
Mm-hmm.
Did the captain tell me that he was leaving the room?
You saw he's got a flashlight. You saw him get up and move. Yeah.
Oh, I would have seen it. Oh, okay. Is it?
Trying to find a way just to do something stupid. I
Just
like
to
it.
do something
Just
stupid.
do it.
Try and like
Because-
fuck.
Because I know that you said that we heard a lot of commotion outside, but my coral colonies have grown over the top of my ears, so my hearing is impaired. So definitely didn't hear anything outside. So I think I'm just gonna keep stumbling further into this room to see if there's anything else that I can see, because I also don't know that I have a torch,
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know that. And from further investigation of this room, there's fuck all in here, isn't there?
Give me a notice roll.
Let's have a look. This is what happens when you guys fuck off without your time. 4 and a 5.
5. You find food. There's jerky in there, spiced jerky. There's a few sandwiches, some seaweed rolls,
Okay.
mystery meat, very mysterious mystery meat. Couple of stored up egg.
Here's a question for you, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
If I was to start to fill my pockets with as much supplies as possible, would that give us an extra day of supply?
You guys are full on for now while you're
are we on
yeah.
4?
Yeah, for right now you're good.
Yeah, we're on
But
4.
I'll let you carry that back to refuge when you have to go back.
Okay, well that's
Okay.
what I'm gonna spend my term doing then.
Gather
All
that
right,
up.
you're gonna take all those like little kind of translucent jelly beans and put them in your pocket.
What flavor is this one?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take extra mystery. Genuinely, I've only just noticed that Lumi's up with you guys. I thought Lumi was further down this way, and that's why I went this.
No, she's over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought Lumi went away off on.
Livy's over here getting chased by half a dozen of these weird centipedes, mate.
Yeah,
You're just off doing your own thing. When we could use a fighter, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's
When
fine.
he's like slightly paralyzed right now.
All right.
Oh.
So they're gonna unshake. This guy, he's gonna spend his turn unshaking and standing up. This guy is going to try and run for it. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what the centipede does to him. Four. This is parry.
Oh.
Is parry is 4. Ah,
Oh
okay,
my
so you see this
gosh.
guy just get iced right in front of you.
Oh, another one. He's dead, dead.
Yeah, it bites him. It bites him right in the neck. All of a sudden, you see sparks come out. He falls on the ground and starts twitching. It went right up in there.
All up in there.
Nasty.
Dead, dead.
How
He's
many we got
dead,
left?
dead.
He did. Okay.
All right, this guy that just stood up, the one that was shaken. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna see, since he's running past the centipede, if it kills him. 4, that's gonna hit.
Stop. If these centipedes could just stop biting people so hard for a minute.
All right.
What is
8.
their problem?
No.
Let's see.
They have
That's
all
not
this
enough.
food.
But they like it warm.
Fair.
All right. All right. So that's enough to shake him. So let's see what happens when he tries to do vigor at -2. You see him like seize up. This guy's not gonna be doing so good now. It gets him. He's in pain. Not good. Not a good look, as one might say. All right. This guy. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 centipedes are gonna get an attack on him.
Oh god. There's gonna be none left alive, man.
1 centipede fails to get him.
Okay.
One of them gets him.
Oh, come
4.
on, Dustin. Calm down. Calm down with the 6. And oi, 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 oi.
These rolls are ridiculous.
What?
Well,
Oh
better
my
than none.
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Another one.
And there's only one person left.
We need to save
Only
this
one of the
guys.
riders. Yeah. So,
Okay.
Terry, all of a sudden you hear this giant commotion and people screaming and hissing right outside the door. What would you like to do?
So, hearing all this noise, I am going to run out the door and attack the first person I see, which is this person right in front of me.
Oh, fuck. We don't even make it to our first break without him doing something stupid. I thought we were going to make it to our first break without Terry doing something stupid, but no. Just
So
in
close.
time. Just in
So
time.
close.
So close. So close.
I tell you what. I'll give you guys
Don't
one
let us.
phrase
Don't let us
that
guilt.
might stop me.
Oh, don't let us
okay?
guilt you
So
out
when
of being
I
stupid. If you're stupid, you're stupid. It's not our fault you're Forrest Gump.
when I run out the door, I shout, "Leave my friends alone!" and go to attack. Does anyone react to that?
Yeah, I will.
Yes.
I will. No,
Yeah.
I'm shaking, so I won't. Someone
Yep.
else can.
No, I
Captain's
will.
right
You can
there.
spend a
I'm
penny
right
to
there.
unshake at any time.
I'm
gonna
right
Captain's
there,
right
so
there.
do that.
I'll do it. I'm right there in front of him and see him running out.
I am going to spend a penny, though.
How
unshake.
do I stop dumbass from doing something dumbass?
Shoot him.
Just tell me.
You
Just be
are-
like,
you-
he's not.
How do you stop
Uh,
water being wet, John?
Well, yeah.
Freeze it.
All right, smart ass.
Okay, you guys, you successfully stopped me. So I
Eh,
am
Yeah.
I am going to come to my senses and realize, the bugs that Captain told me about, the centipedes. So I'm going to throw my... I have a javelin, right? Yeah, I have a javelin. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm going to throw
Get your javelin
my
out, big boy.
javelin. Where is throw? Is it just fighting still, is it?
It's athletics.
Athletics. Oh, okay.
Here we go. There we go.
All right.
Where you're gonna hit. Where are you throwing it?
At the nearest centipede. This one.
That'd be the one next to Hank. You are most definitely going to hit. -2 would make it 7. So not with a raise. Roll me some
Okay.
damage.
And damage. There we go.
Right.
All
Oh
right.
man,
I'll
you
do it.
pinned this thing to the wall. It is completely
Nice.
obliterated. Do you want to
Nice.
narrate what happens?
Yeah. I rush out the door and go to hit one with the hard points, and then hear my captain being like, "No, the centipedes." I reach over my shoulder, grab the javelin, and hurl it to the centipede, and it pins to the wall straight in front of Hank, and Hank gets slapped a little bit by the end of the javelin as it swings against the wall.
I get pinged in the eye by its tail.
Just a little bit, but it's
Nice.
okay because, you know, your eyes are protected by your special optical glasses.
The very human glasses.
Very human glasses.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right, take a Benny for role play.
Excellent.
Well, you listen.
Captain,
Yes.
you are up. You just had one of the who's dropping bennies?
Oh, I'm trying to give them to myself. They didn't go into a they didn't go into a deck. I didn't notice they were going onto the board because the dark.
Right click and choose take card.
Okay. There we go.
Alrighty, cool. Call on table. Alright. So, Captain, your go. You see that this rider has actually been bitten and is poisoned. You just managed to prevent Terry from killing him. There seems to be a lot of centipedes coming down the hallway. What would you like to do?
Is there any way to... There's nothing I can do as... I haven't got anything. I wanted to try and sort of like stabilize him from, or see if there was anything I could do to stop the poisoning. But I don't know if there's anything.
But
Zarya-
not apart from actually sucking it out of him,
Yeah.
maybe.
I was gonna say I've got.
I think you got
a
bit in the
med
dick,
kit.
by the way.
We'll canonize it. That's
Do
why
it,
he's
do
screaming
it.
so loud.
You know you want to.
Okay, so
Zarya is your medic and
Yeah, I know.
probably has something in her med kit to do that, to take care of the poison.
I will move up, and as I pass Zarya, I will tell her to go and
We can
sort
swap-
out the
we can
rider.
swap places here.
So we'll swap places, and then I will attack this guy here. So if I go in between, and I'll attack this one.
Alrighty, so you get a bonus from Lumi right there, so +1.
And Zarya, bonus is +2. And me, bonus
Okay,
is
yeah.
+3. I'm there as well.
All right, so with the -2 modifier from size, it's
Oh.
+1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Net
Okay.
+1.
We'll take what we could get at this point.
Quite right. Let's do this, Captain. You've got this.
Alright.
That'll hit. Roll damage.
Yes. Oh yeah. Oh.
3 is enough to. Well, no. Wild die. All right. 3 is enough to shake it.
Okay.
And it's me next in the
There's-
initiative.
Hmm?
And it's me
You
next.
are, Hank. Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Okay.
Right, see if I can finish that off for you, Captain. Let me
Just
see.
send it up. Send
Let me
it up.
see what I can do about that for you. Let me spend a wee Benny
Oh.
and attempt that again. That was a bit
Mm-hmm.
poor. A 7.
You will hit. You will
Okay.
hit.
All right.
Let's get some damage. Get damaged.
Actually, with all the people helping, it would be an 8, so you get to add your bonus damage to it. You will kill it. Would you like to narrate its death?
Yeah, so
Yay.
because I've got 3 people getting the gang up bonus, I imagine it goes for one of them and one of them puts their foot on it. Zarya puts her foot on it and then it tries to bolt the other way with its tail and the captain stands on its tail and then it's just pinned down at the 2 ends and I just go whoa with the bolt spear, just stab it, skewer it in the middle.
Yes.
All right. Its whole body sort of shivers in 2 different directions as it sort of separates and wiggles, and then just sort of curls up onto the feet of your compatriots and dies.
Yummy.
Zarya.
Okay, I am going to come over here and use my med kit on this guy.
Notice he never
Alright.
gave me a Benny for being cool. He's got his favourites like.
Oh.
Take a Benny, yeah.
Yeah. Guilt trip Benny.
No, rule of cool. I forget the rule of cool
Yeah.
sometimes. All right.
We got a lot going on right
Yeah, there is, yeah. I mean, Lumi can see down the hallway, but the rest of you can't. Okay.
now.
Hey, does
That
Lumi
sounds
have a look of
ominous.
panic on her face?
Very much
Never.
so.
Oh crap. Okay.
Alrighty. Do
Oh,
you have the healer edge?
Yes.
Alright, let me open up your character really quick. And I'm wondering if I included it in the settings. Yes, you have a +2, and that's included, so when you roll healing, it will give you your +2. That's what I would ask.
Oh.
Can I use the Benny?
No, because you rolled natural ones.
But you can use conviction.
Oh, I'm looking over here. I'm like, that's a 3. I didn't even look at the.
It had +2s on both. You've rolled 2
Yeah,
ones
the
there.
red. One of the rules about conviction, Zarya,
I
you
don't.
spent
I don't
your-
have any.
She doesn't have
but
hers.
one of your compatriots can spend on your behalf to re-roll a critical fail.
I will.
Is this the last guy?
Well, I've got this. I've got
Yes,
this. You
it's
can
the
have my
last guy.
conviction. You can have my conviction.
I feel like
Alright.
we
Go
really
on.
need him.
Okay.
You do need them. Drop it on the table.
I've got it this time,
And-
Captain. I've got it this
All
time.
right. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay,
All
that's
right.
taken. Zarya, Hank has spent his conviction. Re-roll, please.
Let's go.
Can't do any
Give me
worse than
something
that.
good.
There we go. There we
There we
go.
go.
Okay.
There's the medic we hired.
Zarya, fortunately, you miss his carotid artery and are able to apply some analgesics. And instead of killing him,
I just need a little ambrosia to get it right, guys. Okay.
it's like, I need my
Hello.
hits, man. But he's fine. In fact, he feels pretty good, and he's telling
Alright.
you we have got to get out of here.
He's the last one. We need
Oh.
to get out of here.
So.
All right. Speaking of which,
Oh, cool.
Bring it. Come on.
This little guy's sneaking in.
Bring it on, you little bastard. Me and the captain's gonna
Ah!
throw shit. Oh, look how many there is.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scream.
Oh, shit.
Just...
There's lots of them.
Okay, I'm busting out my blowtorch this time.
all right, let me move this guy's body downwind. All right. So, pretty much, these things are able to burrow, which means they go through the walls and then they come back out and flank you. So, Captain, there's
Yep.
3 on you, so they're
Come
going to
on.
get a +2 bonus. And I'm just going to roll for them as a group.
The motherfuckers. I'll get away with
Stop
the
it.
6s.
It's on the wild die. It's
Yeah,
fine.
doesn't have a wild
Yeah.
dice.
So 4. What's your parry, Captain?
My parry is
25.
5.
25.
They just
Nice.
barely miss you. All right. Lumi.
Yeah.
3 of them are going after you, so they're going to get a +2 bonus.
You're evil, Dustin.
7.
Slightly more than my parry.
All right, let's see how the bite does.
Ha!
Pathetic.
About time you rolled
Not
a
even
shit
enough
roll.
to shake you.
Good.
They bite at you and they sink their teeth into the clasp of your coat and start ripping at your stealth coat, but they don't get you. Hank,
Nice.
one of them is going to go after you, but it doesn't have any others. It's just kind of like come up from the wall behind you. It's not going to get you. Parry isn't. Its attack isn't good enough. Okay, Lumi, you're up next. What would you like to do?
I'm livid now. They can bite me, but now they're biting my fashion. I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna take
Unacceptable.
my prayer beads and flick one of their faces off.
Not the drip.
Exactly.
Technically, that's a holy artifact because it was made by one of the Algamancers. So not only are they insulting your wardrobe, they're insulting your religion.
Your whole
Yeah,
faith,
yeah.
mate. Yeah.
I'm not-
I know.
stand for
I
that.
know. And I'm gonna show them
Ooh.
by killing them impressively. Pray maybe.
Yes,
Look at
you
that.
are.
Let it
Come
go.
on.
Let it go.
Hey, yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That'll show him.
All right, Lumi, rule of cool, and because they royally pissed you off and you rolled so dang high, I'm going to make this an AoE.
Oh.
So
Excellent.
whatever
Oh.
damage you roll is going to attack all of the centipedes around you.
Big numbers. Come on.
Big stomps. Big stomps. Yes,
Because
Lumi.
I've never written anything. I can't work out how to do the damage now.
Hey, you go scroll down on your
You
sheet to
scroll
your
down
weapons.
to your sheet, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for the record, if need be, you can spend bennies on damage.
I'm being an idiot.
So on your sheet where you roll
Yeah.
down to your
Oh,
thing, in
the big
top
box that
left,
says damage. I couldn't even
that's
see
the
it.
one.
Yeah,
There we
okay.
go.
Oh, that started well with the 6.
It did
then
start
it was-
well, and then
It did.
It all came to a quick
Spend a
stop for the
penny.
ones.
No,
And the penny.
listen. They have a toughness of 3.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
all
gonna
right
be
then.
enough, right?
You rolled 9. Lumi, you are going to take out every one of the ones surrounding you in an anime-style frenzy.
I've got
Go
reach
ahead
1.
and
Do
yeah,
I get
go
the
ahead
extra
and
one? I've got
no.
reach
There's just
1.
one left. I gave you an
Yeah.
AOE attack.
Yeah, that's cool. That is cool. I
All right.
basically sort of like whip it out, and as I do like the round, I intentionally, but more of a fluke, manage to catch them all as the player. And then as I do it, I kind of look round to. I think people saw that.
Yeah, we saw it and we were impressed.
Yeah.
We're like,
And then I'm going to look back at my clothes and do the brush it off.
damn.
All right.
Very cool.
Damn dirty snakes.
Nice. Well done.
Very nice, Lumi.
Card by
So-
sweet. Terry,
Ooh,
you
so-
are
Very
first
nice.
up.
Is that the top of the round? I think. Do you mind if we have our halftime break, Dustin?
Yeah,
Is
that's
it-
okay.
Ooh.
If this is the last one, I might just secure it in one move. So
Is
Yeah,
it?
you
Is it
want
the
to-
last
and-
one? Let's do this then.
It's
yeah.
the last one, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, let's do this first then. Yeah. Quite right.
And it's Hank and Zarya are both next to it, so Terry, you'd get a +2 bonus to hit. So its size modifier would be taken out.
okay, this guy's dead, so I'm gonna occupy his space and just stand over him.
Just stand on his
And
throat.
I'm gonna use the hard points instead
Mhm.
because let's say canonically I have to retrieve my javelin.
There we go.
And
You
that's an
are
11.
gonna
Very nice.
you're gonna hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll damage.
Come on.
Come on.
Oh.
Fifty.
Oh.
Yes,
You
Terry.
absolutely turned this thing into paste. And with
Whoop, I
that, you've
am.
managed to save at least one rider, and you've taken out the Centipede Infestation. And yes, it's time for a break.
Hey.
Good job. I was worried there for a minute. We pulled
Ah.
We pulled through. We pulled through.
We
Yeah.
It was
did well.
easy.
No,
It was easy.
Well done, team. Well done,
It's
team.
easy. Yeah.
Right, let's take a wee break.
All right.
Laid the warehouse.
BRB boys.
And we're back for part 2.
Alrighty. So, you managed to rescue this young fellow right here.
Oh, I just clicked the screen just as you popped them up. Go and put them back up for me, Dustin, please. Sorry.
I will absolutely do that.
Thank you.
You see him now?
Looks like Emma.
So, he's going to look at you, and he identifies himself as John 5. You're able to get back to the captain's quarters, and he thanks you for coming in there and saving him. And, you know, he's had a really tough time because, you know, him and his buddies, they escaped from Flotilla Daedalus, but they're just not prepared to live out here in the Lost Sea.
I'm sorry we didn't
So-
save your friends. We did try.
Well, I appreciate the effort, but it was just it was terrible. We went in there, and as you go in and you talk about this, some people go and they get the centipedes because, you know, when you cut off the venom sacs, you start to smell something, and they're actually cooking them. They're gonna eat the centipedes. They're like. Some of the eggs that had been stored had gone bad and actually hatched, and they worked their way out and they started like cultivating, hiding in the wires. And since we're, you know, really good with technology, you know, they said, we'll hire you if you could like repair the electronics. And we were like, yeah, okay. And next thing we know, they were just coming out of the walls.
Oof.
Game over, man. Game over.
Okay, so what else were you doing down there?
Just trying to make some money, you know. Maybe get a little bit of something to eat, pay for our rent. It's not so easy, you know. Like the temple hired us to go in there and try and work with the electronics to fix.
Can I like whisper in the captain's ear, like, I noticed that there's huge weapon crates that were empty. I don't know if we want to I want to share that information, but I don't know if this writer needs to know that.
Okay, so while we were looking around for whatever was going on down there, what was in these weapon crates?
Nothing that were empty.
Give me a notice. Yeah. Give me a notice check. You say that, he shrugs, he's really confused by the question, and with an 11, you can tell he's being honest. He doesn't know
Okay.
anything about that.
Okay.
Well,
Is there any kind of question you guys wanted to ask him?
so the information.
Who did he say hired them?
The temple.
Oh yeah, okay.
Oh, for the warehouse, that was the
Mhm.
temple. We take different contracts. Sometimes we repair stuff. Sometimes we rent ourselves out as riders. I'm not going to be doing that again.
And it was the temple that had hired them.
Can we ask who's
Yeah, to do the
controlling them?
electronics.
And you were fixing up the electronics.
Yeah. But the temple never hires us to be riders. Different people do that. People who are normally going on vacation do that.
So who was the last person to hire you as a rider?
Yeah.
Give me a roll, persuasion roll. And I'll go ahead and say +2 since you just saved him.
Good God.
Oh my gosh.
Captain Charisma strikes again.
We've been through a lot.
You
I'm
have a
gonna
point of
spend
conviction.
5
Go ahead.
yeah, I'm gonna. Because this is, I think, is.
It's pretty important.
This could be vital,
I feel like it's gonna be important.
That's better,
So
John.
it's like, well, normally I don't like to spill the beans, but you did save my life, and I'm really thankful for it. So there's this family here on Seasetter side. They're pretty good people. They're named the Hilderbergs. You know, they live down in the archipelago. If you wanted to visit them, they hired us. They paid for us to go to refuse, and they told us they didn't want to have to deal with any of the crime, so they were just going to ride us while we saw the sights there.
So they were using you for tourism purposes.
Yeah, you know, that's kind of what you do as a rider. I mean, you rent yourself out for your time and your body, and people can experience what your experience, sort of move you around.
That's all well and good until you get mugged. And the experience you getting beaten up or worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dave actually, day 4, he got burned. He got a burn on his hand, and they couldn't really tell him how it happened. Looked like it was
Oh.
some kind of accident with a soldering iron.
Burned
Wonder
by
what they were
who?
doing with a soldering iron.
Yeah, how did it get burned?
We don't know. We were asleep at the time. They really couldn't tell us. It did seem a bit odd, like they'd been working on something, but
Yeah.
what they told us is they were just going to be tourists.
Okay. I think we need to go and see these
Hilderberg-
Hilderbergs.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I think so.
So, all right, so you're going to head that way. He's going to give you directions to their house.
Oh, before we go, away from that conversation, I wanna ask for saving his life. Can I have a go on a rider? I've never had a go on a rider. I want to see this place in a way that I've never seen. I want to see this world from a whole new point of view. Like a whole
A
new
whole
world.
new world.
You must be Aladdin. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I mean,
How romantic,
yeah,
Princess
I'd
Jasmine.
have to charge you. I'd have to charge you, but I mean, you know, we could work something out. Don't you have to get down to see the Hilderbergs first?
Well, we can go see. Like, I'm only talking about taking a spin around this wee little dock here. Like, you
Right
know,
here.
Just a wee
it's
spin.
only gonna take a wee couple of seconds. It's just to experience it. And at the end of the day, if I had left you to die in there, like, you wouldn't be able to do it anyway. So it's entirely up to you. I could just throw
Alright,
you
roll
back
me for-
down with the centipedes.
Do you want to roll intimidation?
I sound like, yeah, that's gonna be
Yeah, it sounds like an
intimidation.
intimidation. Like. You just gotta
Okay,
jump
so
in the
he
water and see
kinda
what it
puts
feels
up
like to
his
drown
hand.
anyway, aren't you?
Yeah. He's just gonna look at you as like, okay, man, okay. You need like an interface, but here, take this one. So he's gonna give you like a little headset kind of thing. Do you really want to do this now, or do you want to wait until afterwards?
I might not come back later. Would you? We're literally going for a spin. Like, it can't take that long. It's like asking someone kind of a go on your bike. I've never had a go on a motorbike. I'm not
Exactly
not
what you're
talking-
like.
Oh,
You're like a
not talking
kid.
about
Please,
going the whole
sir.
way around the
Please,
world.
can I have a shot? Can I have a shot?
Please.
all right. So let me go ahead here. Let's see about it. Controlled by
He's a shot, you wee bastard.
all
You're just bullying him.
players. All right, cool. Yep. So you put it on, and all of a sudden, the sort of colors change, and you're sitting in a different seat, and you look over at yourself in your eyes, and you're just kind of like your body is there, and you're slumped over, drooling a bit.
Oh.
Give me a spirit check at -2.
Where is spirit? Here it is. And then -2.
3.
I put the
Okay.
-2 in.
Oh, you did. So you must have a +2 on spirit.
Okay,
then.
cool. So you manage to hold yourself together, and you don't freak out. And what happens is you're out of your body, so it doesn't feel like you're yourself. You feel much smaller. You feel much weaker. Like you feel alone, oddly. And when you look over at your chest, there are these it's almost like there are faces in the coral patterns just looking at you. But like I said, you passed your fear test, so you should be able to move his token around. What would you like to do?
Oh, well, I'm just gonna go for a fly around. I totally misunderstood what riders could do. I thought they were like magic carpets, and I thought I was gonna jump on his back and ride him. It's the whole time you described that story, I didn't realize that they were interfacing into their head. I thought they were literally sitting on their back and they were
And
flying
riding
like
them.
Superman.
He was
Well,
trying to ride by
you
Christina
are-
Aguilera and pick her up.
He climbs on top of
We're
the
a
guy
whole new
like.
world.
So he climbs on top of the guy like, come on then, let's go.
You're like
Thinks it's
wondering
something
why
about-
this guy's putting a headset on you. Next thing you know, you're like this skinny cyberpunk.
Yeah, I think when the realization of all this
Okay.
happens, it's like and takes it off, like immediately.
All right, and you're back in your body, and he just looks over and says, "You didn't go anywhere."
No, I thought you were like a magic carpet from a book that I found once that was called Aladdin and the Thousand Thieves or something. Yeah. Never
he
mind.
leans over to one of the other. He leans over to one of the others of you, and he's like, "Is he telling a joke?"
Hard to tell.
All right.
You want
Your
some
guess is
soup?
as good as mine. Don't take the soup if he offers you
So-
soup.
I definitely won't. So John is going to head back in there. He's going to tell the temple people what happened. Again, they're going to be thankful that you saved someone and took care of the centipedes. And now, did you want to go to the Hilderbergs?
Is John 5 a musical reference like Christina Aguilera? Because I'm getting a Benny for knowing who it is.
Johnny Five.
No, John 5 is the name of Marilyn
Yeah.
Manson's guitarist.
Oh,
Well, he's not anymore. He guitars for
Talking
Motley
about-
Crue, doesn't he?
Oh, does he?
Johnny
There you
Five.
go.
Yeah,
You know more about rock music and
Yeah,
music.
he replaced Mick Mars.
All right. Okay.
Not that I know who Motley Crue are. Showing my
All right,
age.
so Lumi got that one because it is Johnny 5.
Ah, right. Okay. Short circuit.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of. That's one of my favorite movies.
Johnny
right.
5 feels alive.
Input!
Mhm.
Input!
And the second one with the blacked up white actor playing the Indian man.
Oh,
You
yeah.
get away with that nowadays,
You
would
would
you?
not get away with that these days. No, you would not.
No, no.
No.
That was good for its
All
time.
So
Right,
where
let's
to
go.
now, folks?
I think we're going to go mash up.
Off
Oh,
the mountains.
To the
just
hill.
quickly, I'm meant to be trying to get some weapons back, aren't we? The weapons crates.
Well,
the
yeah,
weapons crates we
that's-
found were empty.
We're empty.
Yeah, so I just want to ask him
Mhm.
before he does leave. Has he
Mhm.
seen? I can't remember. Was it crossbows or something? Wasn't it? I think, for the temple.
It was stun guns.
Stun guns. He hasn't seen any boxes of stun guns or anything.
He's going to tell you that a couple of them were shipped to refuse recently to the temple, and they were shipped in because stun guns aren't illegal like firearms are.
Yeah.
So.
And the empty boxes we saw, they were like high-grade weapons, so that's not the stun guns.
Yeah,
right?
well, they were like missiles and grenades, that kind of weapons, weren't they?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I just
When you say that, he's going to mention, if they were going to ship those things, they would actually leave them in the boxes. The only time you take them out is if you're
using them,
taking them out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And
makes sense.
Yeah, that didn't go past
aren't
me.
stun guns, are they? I just check.
Yeah.
Grenades do not have a stun setting, no.
No. A bullet might have a person's name on it, but a grenade says to whom it may concern.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty.
I guess we're going to see the Hilderbergs.
Hilderbergs.
Can't even read my own writing.
Hilderberg.
Alright.
That's why I have to type it in the
Hey.
notes. I can't read my own handwriting.
Oh, they have a
either.
jet ski, they're posh.
Oh no, that's your captain's
That's
jet.
captain.
Oh, it's that Spark. Right, okay.
Our captain's
Spark,
posh,
yeah.
don't forget.
He's posh.
Boys and their toys.
That's exactly right.
He's compensating for something.
Oh.
The fact he can't swim.
wow.
Yeah, that.
I appreciate Spark because I sink like a rock. So.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty.
I
so
don't. I'm just
here
not
you
exactly
are.
waterproof like a real human.
Alright. So you're down at the section where the Hilderbergs live. Their house is just along the way here.
Let's go
I'll
talk
let
to them
you.
about why they're hiring riders.
Yep.
Come on, Captain Charisma, lead the way.
Are you sure? Okay. So.
Oh, look
yes.
at these 1950s people. I'm loving their aesthetic.
Right.
Is that
Wait,
Archer
wait,
from the
wait.
cartoon?
Isn't there a flotilla that like everybody has to have that aesthetic?
1934 it is.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Wrong
Take a
decade.
Benny. Take a Benny, Zarya.
Oh yay!
All right.
All
So
right.
I'll rattle on the door.
Alright. Someone opens the door.
Oh shit.
It's a well-dressed
Snapper?
man
Pop him
in a
up
very
again.
nice suit.
Hilderberg.
Pop him up again.
Archer.
It is Archer, isn't it?
Pop him up again, Dustin, please.
Not Archer. Do what? We'll pop him
He's
up
a
again.
band man.
That's Mr. Hilderberg.
Okay.
He's got a tiny little bit
And
of a
he-
Wolverine going on with the sideburns, like a tiny little tribute to Wolverine.
It's like, yes, how can I help you?
Mr. Hilderberg. Yes.
Yes, I'm Mr. Hilderberg. This is my house.
We are doing some investigation work for the temple.
For the temple, you say?
Well, on behalf, against, situation's a bit fluid at the moment. We believe you took some riders out for a vacation, let's say.
Oh, yes. The family and I, we took a stroll on down to Refuse. We have little ones. We didn't want them to be harmed by the people who live there.
Mhm.
You look parched. Would you like to come in, have some water, maybe some coffee?
That would be lovely. Take it my friends can come in as well.
Oh, yes, of course. The more the merrier. Is this all, or do you have more with you?
Black coffee's my favourite.
Well, there may be more on the way if we don't give any information back soon.
Well, we'll tell you what we know. Come on in. And it's like, Honey, we have guests. You want to get the coffee ready?
I don't trust this guy. So can I roll a notice check or something? Because
Well, she's a babe.
Yeah, roll
No.
notice.
I noticed that she's a babe.
Perfect hair curls.
I mean, he seems on the level, you know? How can a guy be so bad if he offers you coffee?
Yeah, I'm all for it. Let's go get coffee.
Yeah, but that's why he's bad, because he's offering his coffee.
What could come wrong with coffee? Coffee's great stuff. Look at this little cutie.
Yeah, that's Junior.
He's a cutie.
Yeah. No, Damien vibes.
Oh,
little Sissy.
look at her. She's so cute.
No.
Mm-hmm.
How can you not trust that?
I don't know. Little
She-
kids creep me out.
She's
She's
watching
super
a
cute.
TV somewhere that's just snowy. They're here.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
I think Children of the Corn really like
No.
freaked me out when I
She-
was young.
Oh, me too, actually. Yeah, that movie did
I
freak me
think
out. I
I'm,
was
like,
just the
ruined.
right age. You sure you're the same age as me again there, Sarah?
Yeah, yeah.
That's yeah. Sorry, yeah, look at that. See? Straight away.
Alrighty, so we are going to go ahead and put you all in turn order, not for combat, but just for social actions.
Okay.
All right, Captain, you're at the top of the turn order. Want to go ahead and give me a notice check?
Certainly.
5 is good. You notice that there seems to be some kind of mold growing here. It looks like someone's taken industrial cleaner and scrubbed it. So there are actual acid burns right there on the floor.
Oh, it's acid.
The house is pretty clean for the most part.
Apart from the acid burn.
Acid,
Apart from
like
the acid.
centipede acid? Or was that more poisonous stuff?
That was poisonous.
Yeah, that was poison.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
that's more
okay.
poisonous. This type of acid is more like cleaning acid. It
Oh,
looks like somebody tried to vigorously clean that spot of the floor.
Like clean up
Okay.
after a dead body, you mean?
okay. Oops.
Okay.
You can move around if you'd like. He's just going to be talking
Well-
with you while you do.
I wonder if that bathroom door's open as I walk past that bathroom.
If you need to go in the bathroom, you can.
No, I have no need for the bathroom. I pretend to sometimes, but just wondering if the door was open, because if that door's open and I walk past it, I'm going to see that bathtub full of blood.
Yeah.
So the door's open, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to notice. Do I notice a bathtub full of blood?
Well, it's still Captain Cork's turn right now.
Oh, yeah.
Captain, did you want to do anything or say anything?
Yeah, I'll just keep questioning him about his holiday and how one of the riders got burnt, and does he know anything about that?
Give me a common knowledge test. Seems like
Well, I'm
everything
gonna
he's
Spend a
telling
penny.
you just makes sense. All right.
No, I'll spend a penny. I don't like this guy.
You do not like him
Sure
at
about
all,
that? Yeah.
Well, I've noticed this blood. I don't trust him, like.
5. Yeah, something's not adding up. It's like he seems very confident, very relaxed in how he tells you, but you notice that some of the things that he's saying don't kind of match what refuse would really be like. Only a local would know, and you can sort of tell this guy is getting some of the details wrong.
Okay.
Lumi, you are up next.
I'm just gonna have a general wander around the sort of kitchen and dining area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any interest in going to the toilet because it's a bit weird.
All right. Give
Kids,
me. Go ahead.
Go on. I was going to say, do the kids look a little bit abnormal? They're meant to look as abnormal as they do in their images.
Give me a notice check.
Come on.
Oh, nice.
They've got 6
So,
fingers. They're AI.
Lumi, little Junior is sitting on the couch. And here's the thing, little Junior, based off of how he looks, how much do you think a little kid would weigh?
Mm, I
60, 80 pounds, right?
30 kilos.
I don't know what that means. About 6 to 8 stone. So yeah.
The point of it is even though he's a little kid that should weigh not that much,
Yeah.
it looks like, based off of how he's sinking into the couch, that he weighs as much as a full-grown man.
Oh, that's weird.
Okay. I want to go and sit by him.
It's an exceptionally dense child.
Well, I'm wondering whether it is more of a visual mapping that we can't.
Yeah.
So that it looks like a child, but takes up the space of an adult, if that makes sense. So I kind of want to sort of sit next to him to see if the dent in the sofa is actually the same size as his hips, or is the dent slightly larger, i.e., like it's a hologram, like to look like a smaller child, if that makes sense.
There's a space, yeah.
Take a Benny
Oh,
and
yeah.
give me a common
Okay.
knowledge
Well
check.
done. Well done.
Oh, I haven't took the Benny, have I? I've just put it on the map, I think. I don't know.
Look at that,
idiotic
Chris will
thing.
steal it.
Raw Benny. What am I doing now?
All right, we'll take it, slide it here, right-click on it, and choose Take Card.
That's the one. And
There
what
we
do you
go.
want me to roll? Sorry, I was
Common
too
knowledge.
distracted.
All right, you say you're going to
Common
sit
knowledge.
next to him?
Yeah. I'll try
Roll
to.
common knowledge.
Oh, I thought that was going to be a 6 then, and just rolled to a 4 at the last minute. I'm still at
yeah.
-1, aren't I? Because I'm fatigued. So.
Yeah. You had a general idea, but you just can't be sure. Your gut tells you that this kid weighs an awful lot to be a little kid.
If I wasn't so goddamn tired, I'd have worked it out.
Yep.
Man, we should have rested
Zar-
while we were at the.
If only we had a medic.
I didn't think about resting.
Zarya, what would you like to do?
Well, now I want to come heal Lumi. I don't know. Maybe I should, in case we have to fight these people. Can I make it all the way over to Lumi? Can I just like slip him a little
6 spaces.
health pack there?
Jimmy.
Oh, I can get right
You
behind him. Is that close enough?
Right behind him, yeah. You'll be right next to Mrs. Hilderberg, but yeah, I'll say that you
Okay,
can.
Okay.
I'll move you right here.
Yeah,
Give me a healing check.
Let's fix him up just in case these guys get a little wild.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Give you a little boost.
Lumi, Zarya, you notice like some of like the dark circles under Lumi's eyes and like the pale skin from like the toxins working through her system, and you're just like, oh, I forgot to heal Lumi. So you come up and you give her
Ambrosia.
and she's yeah, it fixes everything.
Everything. It fixes me.
It's not all your fault.
Okay.
I should have mentioned that I didn't feel well.
hmm
You're like dragging half your body, like, hey, I don't.
Yeah, hands in my
guys.
pockets, head down.
Yeah, why's half your body limp?
Yeah, like a 13-year-old kid hanging at the back.
Okay, Hank, give me a notice check with +2.
That's nice.
Five.
All right. You see around the children, there's a silhouette that is much taller than they actually are. And
Yeah.
it sort of like shakes a bit and
Oh.
fades. Sort of like, and then it sort of disappears. And when you do that, you see the kids are just sort of like rubbing their temples like they're really concentrating on something.
Yeah, like, yeah, okay. Not all, they are not what they seem to be, Captain. Be careful. I'll open this bathroom door and have a look at this blood.
Oh yeah, there's blood in the sink, or in the.
And
In
I'll come
the,
back. So I'll check that out, and then I'll come back and be like, Captain, there's blood all over the bathroom. There's something going on here.
Mhm.
Okay.
All right, Captain, you're at the top of the turn. Actually, where's Chris? Like Chris?
Terry, where is Terry actually? Chris is gone.
Literally.
Terry's
Yeah, that's a good-
gone. That is a good question. Terry's no there. Chris is no here.
My goodness. All right.
Terry's back
we'll
here.
get him from sea starter.
Chris must have something up. Must be dealing with something, so we'll need to just assume that he came up with us.
Drown him.
We will put him.
I'm telling you, say that when he
out
comes
here
back.
looking at some
I,
stuff.
I was there on purpose.
Mhm.
I was fishing.
So you were gone fishing, were you?
Okay.
Yeah, I went fishing.
Non-fishing.
And then when the conversation started about is this everyone, I was like, oh, okay, well, I'll just chill out here and I'll be the backup if the guys need me. So
Alright.
I haven't actually introduced myself, and the family haven't seen me, but I'd like to use my turn to have a little creep around the outside of the house if that's a possibility.
Give me a notice check.
Yeah. Do you notice me? 5 in a while.
You do notice that there are some burn marks outside, and it looks like some of the barrels have been opened and then slammed back shut.
The barrels on the left
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Over here.
and the burns on the right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is
It
that
looks like a
is that-
table's been burnt.
is that a window?
That's where the TV would be.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't want to stand in front of a window while I'm creeping around the outside of someone's
Yeah,
house,
yeah.
especially as a massive coral creature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to get the element of supplies here.
Supplies, motherfucker.
Some fries, motherfucker.
French fries. Yeah, I saw that meme. Okay. All right, Terry. That was your go. So you notice the burns on one side, and you notice the barrels that have been opened and slammed shut on the other. Captain Cork, what would you
Okay.
like to do?
So, hearing Hank say about the bathroom, noticing the acid on the scrubbed acid and what have you on the floor, I'm just gonna. What's going on here? There's blood everywhere. Are
Blood?
you the real Hilderberg?
All right.
Read the
So you asked that
question.
question.
Rip his face off. Find out
Yeah, I
who
was-
Scooby Doo him,
yeah,
John.
no.
Scooby Doo him.
Exactly, that's all.
Try to Scooby Doo him, you just actually peel the flesh off like a
Yeah.
horror movie.
I'm nervous.
So
someone was
as
taking
soon
a
as
little while.
you
Let's find out who you
Ask
really are.
that.
Scooby Doo him, John.
All right. 1 second.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. All right. So when you ask that,
Oh.
everybody sort of shifts around. And then you see that whatever kind of
Are these
psychic
things?
premise they were using just sort of drops.
Oh, it's that freaky boy.
It's, yeah, this weirdo.
And then he's
Ooh.
supported by some of these guys.
That's cool artwork. Like that a lot.
Right.
Okay.
You know when I said I was going to sit next to one?
You just cozied up on the couch next.
Maybe
Yeah,
need
I
to
just
change
do
of
it.
underwear.
Can't remember his name. Is it Phage?
No,
Is that
Phage is
Thompson?
wheelchair minigun guy.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Phage is actually helpful to you. This guy's
Yeah.
not.
We have
No,
met this
yeah,
guy before
bad
though.
news.
What was his
But we
name?
did meet him on the boat.
Yeah, we did meet him
What,
before.
what are?
Got it.
You know what these guys are? Yeah, he looks familiar.
We did meet that guy
He was
before
the one that
Dustin.
Gave
I'm
us
sure
the
we did.
first job on the very first one. He was on the boat that we got the job on.
Yeah, what was his name
Uh,
again?
On the very first.
Previously, he's gonna look at
Little?
you and shake his head. It's like, you must have been working with one of my brothers. I don't know of any Mr. Spooky.
Is he the Mont Noir cult or whatever?
Yes, that. Well, sort of. Yeah, Mr. Spooky. That was it.
Do you mention Mont Noir to him?
Do we? Should we?
Yeah, why not?
I read about it in the temple. Okay.
He's gonna look over and say, "You shouldn't know about those things. Those
Oh.
things are corrupt. I'm afraid I can't let
Oh.
any of you leave here."
Oh shit.
Ah,
Knowledge is supposed to be helpful.
knowledge is power. Come on.
Power corrupts. If you study too much, you turn evil.
Yeah, an absolute
Maybe
power
you
corrupts.
have. Alright.
Absolutely, we've heard it all before. Shut up. I'm gonna stick my foot up his ass.
All right, well, we're gonna deal a new turn order because now we're in combat.
Teddy's
Okay.
fucking
What
about
happened to the
outside when we're in a fight.
Hilderberg?
Yeah.
Do what?
What happened to the Hilderbergs?
They shifted into these assholes.
Were they really the Hindelbergs or
No, I don't think they were.
Nah.
are the Hindelbergs
we're-
that bloody slurry?
Yeah, I think that's what's
We are
left
gonna
of the
have to
Hildebards.
find out.
I think you might be onto
Lumi,
something there.
you are
say
first
that,
up.
Okay.
Okay, I have a little bit of distance between Zarya and this one, so I'm gonna take a further step back because I have some reach, and whip this one here.
Okay,
Whipping
you get +1 because Zari is next to
Real
him.
good.
Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Oh,
Or, yeah, to
Benny,
bite. So that would.
Benny.
Ba-ding.
All right.
Let's go.
Parry is 5.
Other parry's 5.
Got to be a 5.
Okay.
You'd think, wouldn't you?
There we go.
There we go.
It was good enough.
Okay. All right, so that's gonna hit. Roll me some damage.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
have that.
11
decent.
points of damage. All right. So these guys are not. They're not wild cards. This guy is a wild card, but these guys are not. And despite being kind of frightening looking, they only have a toughness of 4.
Oh.
You're gonna take this one out. Go ahead and narrate what you do.
Nice.
Just my standard sort of flick out my beads, wrap it round the neck, and then just pull it straight back, and it just grinds all the skin round the neck, and the head just comes straight off.
Oh, that's nasty.
Yeah.
I like it.
Does not appear to be. There appears to be some kind of white substance in there, but not normal blood.
Oh.
Don't let Terry see that. He'll eat it.
He needs to get in the house first. Yeah.
Okay, you just killed one of their guys, so he's gonna hit you with psionics. This guy is a wild card, and he is most definitely going to spend a penny.
Right, here we go.
Man,
He's not
psionics.
got-
Oh no.
But he's
Ha.
not got that many bennies, so we're
He
all
doesn't
good.
have many.
Yeah. Not like normal. Lumi,
No.
he is not rolling so great on psionics.
I think
Ha!
you've wasted all your good. You've used all your good rolls earlier with a centipede.
I think I have actually, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
What-
You
what a
feel
shame.
this presence sort of
What a
like
shame,
whisk past you, but not actually is going to get you. Right. So, next one, the other thin men. Okay, so these are the secondary ones.
The psionics is they can like get into your head.
Psychic
right?
attacks.
Ooh.
The psychic attacks.
Ooh,
That's
don't
a big
like
roll.
that. That's a big
Mhm.
roll.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to be
So-
Zarya.
Or you, because what happens is this guy's gonna hit you with havoc.
Oh, I did put a bit of a target on myself.
Psionically, he's gonna pick both of you up and throw you against the wall. So I'm gonna
Oof.
need a strength check at -2 to resist getting tossed.
Oof.
I quite like
Wait.
the idea of being slammed into a wall, so I can stick to it.
Who's getting tossed? Me.
Choke me, daddy.
Both of you.
Yeah, we kink sharing
Okay.
here, like,
Yeah.
Alternatively, I might
Alright,
just
Lumi.
I might let him do it.
just
All
because
right,
it's,
Lumi.
it's your anniversary and all, you want to get slammed up against the wall. Is that what you're saying?
Yay.
Yeah, choke me.
Hey, everybody's got their own thing.
All right.
What
No
am I
shaming, like,
rolling? -2?
just clarification.
Sorry.
Strength.
Strength -2. Okay.
All right, Lumi, you're gonna take 7 points of damage.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's kind of ruining my day.
Yeah, he just really just pressed you up against the wall. Just okay. What's your toughness?
4, 3.
Alright.
Sorry.
All right, so you're shaken and you take 1 wound.
I don't think
Zarya, you
I don't think I did that
you-
right. My strength.
you did actually.
It turned red. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you did. Rolling wounds, distracted.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah. Zarya, you're fine.
Thanks for my robot body
Lumi-
standing strong.
Pretty much. All right, let's see here. Bar number 3 is wounds. All right, you've got 1 wound, and you're moved over here. We're gonna move you there. He bounces you off one wall and down another. Okay. That's that. Oh, actually, yeah. This one down here, he's going to try psionics on the captain.
Oh.
Captain is really messing with his supervisor. These guys are meant to be very menacing, and they are not pulling it off.
Good.
Yeah.
Terry, you just heard something slam against the wall, and you actually see the side of the house shake.
Oh shit.
Oh, okay. So from my perspective, looking at these walls, like centipedes were able to like crawl through walls like this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, surely, you know, my hard points would be able to break through the wall and create a shortcut.
All right, so here's the deal. The centipedes were able to do that because they had the burrower special ability. However, I really do dig the rule of cool. So roll fighting.
You just crash through.
12.
All right, that's a 12. Roll me your hard points with a raise, and you're going to need to be above. I'm going to say 12 is your target number.
14.
No, actually,
that.
not 14, 22 because you got a
22.
raise. You straight up Kool-Aid man that shit.
Yes.
What's
You're
going
able-
on here?
You
Charge
gotta
into
say,
it.
oh yeah. Okay.
Slam, the TV goes on the floor, debris goes everywhere. Full on
Ju-
Hulk
ju-
smash mode.
Excellent.
I was just about to say, just for like theatrical effect, can we say like the Avengers Endgame was on the TV, and it's the scene where like he's like, the secret is I'm always angry, and he takes the glasses off and runs forward, and then I just slam through the TV.
Love it.
All right, take a
it.
Benny for that. Okay, we'll do
That's
it.
cool. That is cool. Well done.
Excellent.
Sparks
Alright.
everywhere.
Captain
I'm
Cork,
literally
you
done
are...
nothing.
Captain Cork, you are next.
Okay. I am. Do you know what? Let's do the big guns. I'm going to shoot this guy with a harpoon pistol
Well, let's go.
right in front of me. The
big
head
thin
bunner.
man.
Yeah,
The head thin
bunner.
man.
Where his name
The
is.
top shagger.
Yeah,
All
him.
right. If you're shooting at close range, you need to parry. His parry is 5,
You do better than that.
but it's not a crit fail. Yeah, you need to beat
Yeah.
a 5, and he's tougher. He's actually got a toughness of 7.
Okay.
Yeah, I've spent a Benny, so you can have that. Let's try again.
Alrighty.
That's better, John. There we go.
There we go.
That's gonna hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Nice, mate. Boom.
Ooh.
There we go.
12 plus 5 is 17.
Mm-hmm.
He has a toughness of 7, so that's 10. That would be 2 wounds. Let's see if he can soak.
Oh,
Oof.
Jesus.
This
14.
motherfucker.
You shoot him, it goes through his chest. He stumbles back a bit, never breaks eye contact, and just slowly pulls the harpoon out and throws it at your feet.
Shit.
Oh
Psych
no.
And he says,
Oh.
next time, do better.
Okay.
Oh, right, okay.
A little
Okay.
rude.
It was at least I got my harpoon back. That's good.
Yeah.
True.
I'm gonna leave.
That was polite, I guess.
Well, Terry did
Oh.
open the door for
I'm
you.
away. See that? I
Yeah.
see you
Oh,
later.
yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's too dangerous for me. It's above my pay grade.
All right, Hank. Speaking of you, it's your turn.
So I'm just going to move here to try and protect Lumi actually, and then I'm going to attack this one.
Mhm.
With my thing.
Oh, nice.
Come on.
That will most definitely hit him. Let me check and see if it's a raise. He has a parry of 5. That is definitely a raise. Go ahead and roll some damage.
I pressed damage, but nothing happened. Hang on, I'll do it again.
It's probably just.
Oh no, I've clicked on the gun one. Ignore that. That's the wrong one. I need to click this one. Oh,
Yep.
it came up. Well,
Alright,
they're both a
so
7.
That was 7.
Yeah.
Ignore the
works.
top one.
He has a toughness of 4. He is shaken. Actually, wait a second.
There was a raise, right? You said.
Yeah. So
No,
the bonus
yeah.
damage. So 10.
10 with bonus damage.
Alright, so let's see. Toughness of 4, 10. Yeah, he's dead.
Nice.
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 Alright, you want to narrate that death?
So it's with the bolt spear as melee. So basically, he goes to reload the gun and he cocks the thing, but then he just decides, Nah, and just goes and shoves it through the thing's throat. Skewers it
Nice.
right through the
His
windpipe.
skin is punching through his skin. It's almost like punching through paper. He's not made of the same kind of dense meat a regular person would be made out of.
Mm. Like me, you mean?
Ew.
No, you're actually more dense. He's made. It's almost like he's older, frailer
Mm.
somehow. All
Okay.
right, Zarya, you are up.
Okay, I feel like I should come and help Lumi. Give you some more health. Because this is a wound you have, right? This isn't just a shake. That's a wound.
Oh
right?
yeah, I'm bleeding.
Yeah,
I
she's
think.
wounded.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
So I'm gonna do a little tuck and roll over the couch over here.
Yeah, Lumi actually landed in some of the acid.
Oh, how about I don't stand in the acid? Can I grab Lumi and lay
Yeah,
her
we
on
can
the
move
couch
her out
there?
of it.
Okay.
I would. Yep.
Yeah, I'm like
I would
maybe.
say that. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let me just like. I'm gonna tuck and roll with her over here. Okay.
Hmm.
Maybe out of the way. Right.
Okay.
That's enough. That's
Yep.
enough movement. Okay.
You did the whole
Alright.
like Dark Souls roll around the entire room.
Snap,
Everybody
yeah.
just sort of waits.
I'm just yelling parkour the whole time.
Parkour.
Okay.
Parkour! All right, Lumi,
Oh.
Zarya is able to patch you up.
Okay, good.
Through the magical
Woohoo.
power of parkour.
Excellent.
All right.
Lovely.
I've been choke slammed against the wall. Now I've been rolled
Yeah,
around
I
on the floor. I'm having a good anniversary.
Don't worry. I'm always here to help you out.
And you have the red Joker, so that means you get +2 to your traits and your damage rolls.
Oh, nice.
Hey.
Very
Come on.
nice.
Very nice.
Wow. If that's the way it's going to go down, I'm
And you're
going to
feeling
do.
great?
All of you take bennies because one of your teammates got a Joker.
Nice.
Lovely.
I get one too as well, don't I?
You do, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, Lumi.
Needed that.
Okay, so let's. I'm gonna jump over at this big guy. Now I'm feeling utterly refreshed.
Let's
Doing my leap
go.
attack.
Let's
So-
go.
+4. +2.
So it is
that's
a
6.
wild leap attack that I'm gonna do.
All right.
Okay. Hoping for something big. Spending bennies.
That would actually be an 8 because with your leaping ability, you get 4 for the wild attack. You got 2 for the Joker, and in all honesty,
Oh, okay.
Captain Cork's facing him, so that's going to be
+1 from the gang up.
7. Yeah. So
Yeah,
a
that
total
should
of
be enough, right?
9.
Oh, I won't bother spending the
He
benny then.
has.
Oh.
Yeah. Is a parry of 5. You will hit with a raise. Go ahead and roll some damage.
Okay,
Oh.
Dang,
I'm a little bit closer than I wanted to be because I got my reach. So there goes my damage, and that is +4 damage as well. So because my attack gives me +4 damage.
Very nice.
All right. Well, it's +6 because the
Oh.
damage from. So that was a well placed attack.
Very
He
nice.
has toughness of 7. So in total, that would be 12. So yes, so that's enough to shake and wound him. Let's see if he can soak.
Dang.
Ha! 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 Get that right round you, you dick.
I was just making up for the horrible rolls that he was having against.
Fucking excellent roll. Beautiful.
All
Nice.
right, so he is stuck with that one. Lumi, you are straight up going to get him.
I'm gonna get choke slammed again, aren't
You. Yeah,
I? I'm in it. I'm in it for the choke slamming.
Of this-
literally.
A lot about Lumi.
Yeah. All right. So that was there's one on there. That was mine that I spent to soak and did not soak. I only have 4, and he's at 1 wound. Let's
Excellent.
see if he
Oh,
can.
very nice.
Ha.
Ooh. He's having a
He
bad time
can't.
with it.
So he is going to spend a Benny to
She's only got 3 left, boys.
That's right.
See, he was being
Okay.
cocky when he pulled out that spear and
Mm-hmm. Not so cocky now, motherfucker.
I thought that was going to be a
5.
10 then.
Now, let me see. I feel like that would have been funny if they'd have been the case. Psionic.
Uh-oh.
oh no.
All right, Chris.
Hey.
Chris, Terry. You are still here. All right, Terry, you're the target.
Uh-oh.
He is going to mess with your brain.
Oh no.
Good luck finding it.
Yeah.
Good luck finding it,
Yeah.
big guy. Let us
Yeah,
let
good
us
night.
let us know if you find anything in there, will you?
He is going to warp your memories so that you think your friends are your enemies and he's on your side.
It's the same as it's just like when he has 4 drinks. We're used to it.
We've been here before. We've been...
Daily
So
occurrence.
Yeah,
what's going to
yeah.
happen is I'm going to need you to roll your smarts, and you're going to need to beat a 9.
Oh, he's rolled the 6 though. Oh, you weren't that far off there.
That was a good try.
Yeah, you were not far off there at all. That's 6.
You can
Nah,
spend a
nah,
penny.
he's
You
not
have
bad.
9 of them,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and you also have your point of conviction.
Only you and Lumi have the conviction left.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6.
Oh no.
And a 4
There
out of
you go.
10.
There it is. There it is.
Come on.
Come
There you go.
on.
Yeah. Do you know that his
When-
whole plan was there? He was like, he's got loads of fucking pennies. I'm taking some of
yeah. He's not done with it, eh?
No, he knows.
All
Mhm.
right. So all of a sudden you hear that sort of like you see that shift in like these are your enemies, and then all of a sudden you hear this like, wait a second, that's our friends. Yeah, don't listen to him, man. He's telling you wrong. It's like, hey, are we gonna get beers after this? So
Only if we can get
the little whisper. Yeah. We need hot wings.
We need hot wings.
We need some more chi. So pretty much, he tries to rewrite your memories, but then all of a sudden your coral colony whispers to you again, and they're like, don't believe this guy. He's completely full of crap. Those are your friends.
Nice.
All right. So you're able to resist. Captain Cork, you see this guy sort of look over at Terry and sort of loom and raise his hand like he's Skeletor or something, and then all of a sudden he's confused. And he looks over at Terry and he's like, oh my gosh, he's a complete idiot. Your go.
That's our Terry. for
Nicely
real.
done, Terry.
Beautifully done, Terry. Never change, Terry. Never change.
Yeah, okay. What have we got on there? I'll take a step back. So I've got a bit more range on the harpoon pistol. Again.
If you step back, you're coming out of melee, so he's going to
Yeah,
get a
he-
free attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alrighty. I'm guessing that a 4 doesn't hit you.
No, my parry is 5.
Alright, he
Very nice.
swipes at you, but misses.
Nice.
Alright, go ahead. Do what you'd like to do.
Go shooting.
Alright, 4 will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
Get him, Cap. Oh, I see a 6.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, 17. So we are at another 2 wound situation.
Oh, heck yes.
Yeah.
And he only has 4 bennies.
He only has 3 bennies.
That's right. Not like before.
Oh, he has 3. I'm sorry.
Oh, look what he just rolled! Yes! Oh, excellent.
How many wounds can this
Excellent.
guy take?
3. 1 more wound and he is dead.
Easy peasy.
Come on, crew.
Okay.
Zarya next.
All right, Zarya. What would you like to do?
Flying headbutt.
Okay.
The flying Zinedine
Yeah.
Zidane.
Well, yeah, I've got my chain whip. I think I'm gonna.
Let's see. He's not
Are these
close
the
enough for
guys-
that.
Are these the guys that don't like fire?
No, these are different guys.
These are different guys.
That was
okay.
the yellow slime things, but nobody really
That was
likes
the-
being burned, to be fair.
Okay.
It tends to be unpopular amongst creatures made out of flesh.
True. All right.
Don't forget about this guy.
I know.
The
That's what I'm
missus.
like. Should I just take this guy out while this guy's all wounded?
Maybe, because we've got this wounded guy
Yeah.
surrounded. So maybe
Okay,
you
so
should
I'm
go for him.
gonna run up to this guy and pull out my blowtorch.
Okay.
Burn his lips off.
Is it fighting first for the blowtorch, right?
Yes, it is a parry of 5, so you need to beat a match or beat a 5.
Okay.
Go on, Zarya.
There you
Or
go.
actually,
Oh,
beat a
No,
jeez.
5.
no,
Yeah.
no, you can do better than that.
Yeah.
Get a Benny on it.
All right. All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
It's
get it
worse.
together.
Come on, Zarya.
Did I use another Benny?
Yeah.
You can use as many bennies as you like.
I know you say that.
They're gonna
He
they're
would say
gonna
that.
reset
Shit.
after this. They're gonna reset after this. So
Yeah, after this session, they're resetting anyway, so just use them.
Mhm.
Here we go.
5 is
Yeah.
enough.
Okay. Gee whiz.
All right, roll me some damage.
Took a few attempts at that one.
Gee whiz.
Okay. Oof. Does that do anything for
Alright.
him?
He has a toughness of 4.
That hits him.
That hits him, so that's enough to shake him, but not enough to kill.
Not enough to kill.
I'm next.
Alright.
Ooh, I'm gonna take out this boss guy though.
Yeah.
You are next, Hank.
So I will step in and melee attack him.
Mm-hmm. You get a +1 thanks to Lumi. So that'd be 5.
That
and
hits.
His parry is 5. Yeah. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
I feel like I could
6.
re-roll
His
that and do a
toughness
lot
is-
better.
You
I'm-
can.
I'm
You
gonna
can
spend a
your
Benny
bennies
on
on
that.
damage as well.
We spend a Benny on that, see if I can do better. Oh, Jesus. Right, spend another one.
His
Keep
bennies are
going.
getting so high.
I'll do
Yeah, he was down to 2.
I'm doing another one.
That's how he gets it.
That's how I get
That's how he
it.
gets it.
Right,
There we
I'll take
go,
the
there we
11.
go.
I'll stick with that.
11.
Yeah.
All right, 11. Let's see if he critically fails again. He needs to soak, let's see, as 7, that's 4, so he'll need to soak 1 wound just to stay functional.
Ah.
Not a very good roll, right?
He's got 7 left. Ah, fuck.
Oh. He's got all these
right,
bennies.
So he is able to stay functional, but he's not able to soak the wounds that he had, so he's still at 3.
Okay.
Okay, this guy, one of the subordinates. Let's see. See if he can try this again. Or Zarya. Oh, actually, wait a second. I didn't see about Unshake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he'll be able to unshake.
Okay.
Okay, Zarya, give me a strength at -2.
Oh jeez.
You want to spend a Benny to try and hold on?
Oh no, I'm scared to keep giving you bennies.
He's good at baiting them out of you, like.
I know.
Do it. Do it.
All right.
Maybe one benny.
There we go. The spirit.
All right, with a -2, that's still not enough. He's going to move you. All right, let's see. You're right there. See how many squares he moved you.
Get slammed.
So am I going like
3,
through
yeah.
the wall? Through the hole
Yeah.
in the
Well,
wall?
that's,
No,
that's,
to the
that's where the
wall.
Kool-Aid Man hole is.
Yeah.
Bouncing you off some of the rubble, he's going to try and stick you on some of it.
Okay.
10 damage.
Ouch.
Okay. That's fun.
What's your toughness?
7.
All
That's not a wound
You
then.
are shaken, but not wounded. Yeah.
It needs to be 4 over to be a
Shaken, but
wound,
not
right?
stirred.
Yep. Needs to be 4 over to be a wound.
Yeah, so we needed 11
Okay.
for that
Or
to be a
2
wound.
shakes can become a wound.
Whew.
All right. Okay, and with that, Terry, you are up.
Let's go, big guy.
It's T-Dog.
It's Terry time,
Um,
baby. It's peanut
so-
butter Terry time.
So if I spend fuckloads of bannies, right, and I do this, I want to jump over the top of the sofa bed because it's a sofa bed because there's a pillow on the top of it. I want to throw my javelin at the tall, lanky cunt behind me, and then hard point the other one immediately
Alright.
after.
Making
That would
2
be a
attacks.
multi-action penalty. So you take -2 to both rolls, which you can do it, and you can spend as many bennies as you like. And you do have a point of conviction, so you can add a D6 to the roll.
You've got this, Chris.
Can't
And
do
that
it.
Any-
D6 would count in the re-rolls too.
He only needs one more wound, this front guy, so come on, do it. Do it.
Okay, so the first one's going to be athletics with the -2
Yeah.
to the guy at the top,
Right.
and I'm going to spend a penny to get rid of that.
Let's try that again.
Spend a penny to get rid of that one too.
Let's
'cause
try that again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, Chris.
Oh my god. I'm going to
getting
use every
worse.
single penny that I have
I
here.
know,
Did I
and
throw another one there?
That's
Okay.
dusting into double figures now.
Oh my goodness.
Look
Right,
at how
one
fast
more,
they went
one
up.
more, one more.
Come on, Terry.
There we go. That looks better.
No, it
No,
doesn't.
it was still one.
Doesn't.
Oh,
Keep
Terry,
going.
Terry.
Keep going.
Fuck it. You may as well use them all.
Might as well. In
Right.
for a
Can you use
penny,
your
in for a
convic-
pound,
can you
mate.
use your
Eh?
conviction?
Yeah, use that conviction, get the plus
Put your
D6 on it, mate.
conviction in there, yeah.
Conviction.
And then you get plus
So
D6
that-
on the roll.
Right. Do we just add the 6? We'll just do that.
And
And
add the
then-
D6.
And then roll a D6 on top of it.
Um,
Finally, get 6.
Yep, you're gonna hit.
okay, so the 6 hits. So he
Roll
gets
damage.
javelined to the head.
Mhm.
And you get to roll a
7
d6, right?
points of damage.
Does
Or
it,
is that
The-
only for the
He
fighting?
has a toughness of. He's shaken,
Does he get
but
it?
he's not
He
dead.
doesn't get extra damage on the conviction, no.
Actually, yeah, he does.
An extra
So
1d6.
7, that would be 11. Terry, yeah, you kill this guy.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, yeah.
Sick.
Woo.
Right, and then because it's multi-action thing,
-2.
then this is
Mhm.
-2 on my fighting. So
Get him, Chris.
it's 2.
So
It's
that
fu-
would be
Is it
Yep.
5 hit?
yes. Did you include the point of conviction because this is
Ye-
part of the same
Oh, I
turn?
didn't know. Do I need to roll the 6 or the 4?
Yeah, roll the 6.
Oh,
Good.
yes.
Okay, well I got 5, so that
Okay.
definitely hits
All
10.
right. So
Get that around you.
you were doing. I'm guessing that the -2 was canceled out by the gang up bonus, right?
Oh, I wrote the -2 into
He's
the
done the
roll.
-2. You can add another 2 to that then. Because
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
All right, cool. So yeah, so that's gonna be 12. All right.
12. Yeah.
So you're gonna hit with a raise. Roll damage.
Oh, yes. Look at the damage. Look at the damage.
Point
Yes.
of damage.
That's without the raise as well. I didn't do anything to add a raise, so yeah, get fucked. Fucking tall man.
Get fucked.
I love
All
it.
right. Check out the little
pennies.
one.
How many pennies?
How many pennies can he spend?
You know what? In all honesty, I don't think I can actually logistically get.
Mathematically, no,
I
you
don't think I can.
can with exploding dice. It's the only way you're going to get it is with the exploding dice.
I can with exploding dice.
What are you trying
But
to
he
get
had
to?
like 20 points of damage, so that's 4 wounds.
He's got
We're
the
looking
scope
at
4
what,
wounds.
24 wounds or
And how many
4
wounds do you
wounds? Well,
already
no,
have?
more than just 4. He's at 3, so he'd have to soak about 8 wounds.
So just roll all your dice till you've got none left, mate. Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
That's damage
Send a
and a
penny.
half.
That is
Send
a
a
serious
penny.
damage, like. We just
Oh.
hit this guy into another dimension. This guy wakes up, he's
And
in
you hit him
Fallout
so
RPG.
hard, his ancestors are in pain.
You hit him so hard, he wakes up and he's in a whole different set, and he wakes up, he's in Fallout RPG.
Yeah.
To be killed by a man
Here
called Dennis
live on
Prodman.
the RxOliver channel.
Only to get killed with a cattle prod by a man called Dennis Prodman. God, those bennies.
Oh man.
Look at
He's
all
not gonna
those
make it.
bennies.
He's not
Those
gonna
look,
make it.
those look like Games Master tears. Look at all those
You
bennies.
You need a jar that says Game Master Tears.
Cry
Yeah.
me a river.
Cry me a river.
8. That's only 2 with 8.
Cry me a
Oh,
river.
man. He's
Think
not
you're
gonna
done,
make it,
Steve.
guys. He's not gonna make it.
Come on.
All that
Last one.
just can't.
Watch him get it.
Uh,
Nah. Beautiful, Chris. Beautiful.
You're dead.
He is dead.
He is double plus dead. Look at all the bennies there on the table. All right, Chris, narrate how you finish this guy off.
So let's pretend that all happened from the sequence of events of flying through the fucking plasma screen TV, sparks flying everywhere. I leap over the top of the sofa and grab the javelin, spin a 360 blade pose, smack the fucking javelin straight through the tall guy's neck. He's pierced into the wall, flailing like this. And then the other guy's like distracted by it, and I go from the blade pose on the ground to a soaring uppercut straight through his head, and his body just dangles there, and then for a second. It's okay. It falls to the floor.
Excellent,
Alright.
mate.
And when you land and you're sitting there in the pose, the broken speaker from the TV is glitching out, playing the Avengers theme.
Very nice.
Beautiful, Chris. Beautiful, mate.
All right, and you
Lovely work.
guys have defeated these ruffians. I'll give you a chance to look around the damaged place. You are out of turn order.
Yeah.
Yay. Yeah, have a
Yeah,
snoop
okay, I'll
around.
go into the bedroom as soon as I'm here. And I'll rummage through the drawers and everything in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll look
In
at
the
the-
closet, you find a
oh.
bloody
Oh.
mess. You find the remains of the actual
shit.
Hilderberg family.
No.
It looks like they've been killed, and their skin was burned off with acid to dispose of any identifying features.
nasty.
Nasty work.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to find a telegraph. It looks like a telegraph, but it's effectively notes with a strange cipher, and you can't quite make out what it means, but pretty much you can make out some references to the docks, and you're able to put two and two together with some evidence that these are the people responsible for the damage done to the refuse docks.
Nice. Then we stop
With that
there.
information, you can go back to Paige Thompson, and he will give you full payment, and you'll even gain a favor from the city council for being able to uncover who's responsible for all the damage.
Hey, well
All
done,
right,
gang.
folks.
Nicely
Let
work-
me
nicely. That's awesome.
deal all of you a point of conviction.
Hey.
Nice.
Lumi, drop one of yours, Lumi.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, you can have 1 point of conviction at a time.
Ah, you can't bank it,
You're-
Adrian.
You're not my favourite games master.
Not anymore.
Not even out of
All
games
right.
master list of 1.
Alrighty.
Makes
And
me
with
wanna
that,
cry.
you folks are able to wrap up the mystery. You are done with the first adventure, and I thank you very much for playing.
Well done.
that was
Well
good.
done,
Thank you.
everyone.
Thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
the adventure, Dustin.
Look at that. Terry
You're
to
very
the
welcome.
left,
Glad to be
yeah.
a part
Well
of it.
done, Terry, with the finisher. Well done, Captain. You were excellent. Well done,
Yeah.
everybody. We're all excellent.
Yeah, everybody was
Mission
good.
complete, guys. Mission complete.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Nobody
was
died.
the first mission. Is the Carnival arrives? Dustin, what's the name of the next one?
Oh, let me get it out here. The next one is going to be Of Bugs and Bombs.
Of Bugs and Bombs. Okay, let's
Oh.
wrap it up then. So,
We-
viewers, thank you very much for watching. He's Dustin Smith, he's Chris Kidd, he's John Kay, he's Adrian, she's Heavy Metal Sarah, and I'm RxOliver. And that was the Carnival Arrives. Join us in 2 weeks for session 1 of Bugs and Bombs. Thanks for watching, everybody.
You there?
Bye.
Thanks.